Hey guys, what's up? This is Prokopis from Effective Music Practice, and today I want to address something that seems to cause confusion among guitar players sometimes, and it has to do with the use of pentatonic scales, blues scales, and the modes. People wonder where to use this, what's the best choice for every occasion. Can you mix them together in the same solo? Now, apparently we can't cover every detail of music theory concerning this in this lesson, but I think that what I'll show you will clear up some important misconceptions and help you make sense of this. I'll go straight into an example because I think it's easier for you to understand this when you see it in action and hear how it sounds, instead of just hearing a bunch of theory. Let's look at the Aeolian mode. Aeolian is also commonly known as a natural minor or sometimes just minor, and is probably the most popular mode in guitar music, or at least in modern guitar music. I'm choosing this common shape to play it, and for those of you that know the string fragment system, I'm also including the string fragment numbers so that you can move this all over the fretboard without memorizing any shapes. As you know, I'm not a big fan of box shape memorization. I've been using SFS instead for years now. So here's how that sounds. I played the corresponding chord right there as well, because that allows you to hear the character of the mode better. Now, without getting into details about degrees and intervals, I will just number the degrees of this mode. The sound of the mode is determined by the presence of these degrees and their relationship to the root note. But what if I just skip a couple of them? I mean, you can do that. In musical melodies, we don't always play all the notes in order. That would be boring. I will skip degrees 2 and 6. Make a mental note of this for later. I'm skipping 2 and 6. Can you see what I'm left with? That's right, that's the A minor pentatonic scale. Again, I'm showing the string fragment numbers, although I think that everyone knows this particular shape anyway. So in a sense, the A minor pentatonic is a subset of Aeolian. It's included in Aeolian. But by skipping degrees 2 and 6, I get this more aggressive blues rock character out of it. This means that whenever I'm playing an Aeolian song, basically 95% of minor songs, I can switch to the minor pentatonic to get a different sound and add variety. I'll play you an example in a bit so that you hear this in action. But let's quickly repeat this for Dorian. Here's an A Dorian shape. And now let's get rid of degrees 2 and 6 again. By the way, in Dorian, the 6 is a little different than in the Aeolian mode, and that's what gives it its edgy character. But when I take out 2 and 6, guess what? The rest of the notes are the same as in Aeolian, and they give us the minor pentatonic again. Let's look at Phrygian. Here's the A Phrygian shape. Now let's get rid of degrees 2 and 6 once again. In the Phrygian, the 6 is like in the Aeolian mode, it's the same. But the 2 is different, and that's what gives the Phrygian mode its exotic dark character. But when I take out 2 and 6, guess what? The rest of the notes are just the same as in Aeolian and Dorian, and they give us the minor pentatonic again. So, what's the conclusion? Whenever you play Aeolian, Dorian or Phrygian, you can switch to the corresponding minor pentatonic and it will sound great. What's cool is that the background harmony in each mode colors the minor pentatonic scale and makes it sound different and fresh. That's why in my SFS Pentatonics course I include MP3 backing tracks and drills over many different modal harmonic contexts. Even if you already know your pentatonics, it feels different over every different mode, so it takes some practice to get comfortable. I'm now going to play you an example of each of the cases we looked at. I will just loop a simple 2-chord backing track for each, and then I will improvise using the mode versus the pentatonic scale so that you can hear the difference. So make sure to watch the demo at the end of this video, it's very helpful. But before I get into the demo, I want to encourage you to check out the string fragment system for mapping scales. It allows you to do what we just did in every position of the fretboard without memorizing box shapes. It's very cool, and I'm including a link below for you to get my free SFS Fretboard Secrets mini course so that you can learn how it works. And if you're interested in my premium courses like SFS Pentatonics and SFS Modes, don't forget that you can try them through the Practice Partner subscription. Learn more about that by clicking the links below. So here's a demo of everything we covered in this lesson. Until next time, be sure to like and share, and remember, enjoy your practice and be effective.